Yo, what is up, everybody? It's your boy C-Bass, and today I got a brand new video for you guys today. So I know it has been a minute. Your boy hasn't been here for a while. Long story short, I ended up just having to um, go through some stuff in terms of like working, and I also was um, since the last time I posted which was about like 5 to 6 months ago. I've just been going through a lot in terms of doing things outside of Yu-Gi-Oh, working, and also taking. I took a break from content creating mainly just because I wasn't enjoying the format. I did ended up what's it called? I think the last YCS I went to was the 250th, and I wanted to vlog that, but I ended up not vlogging it. And then YCS Philly happened. I couldn't go to Philly just because I was busy working, but I did ended up going to Nats, as you guys can obviously tell. Again, I wanted to vlog Nats, but it was my first Nats, so I decided to just soak up all the information and the just the total experience when I was over there. So yeah, uh, I finally, after taking a break, played a tournament that and where I actually tried. I honestly don't remember the last time I got ready for a tournament besides Nats, which was recently, but like it's been a while since I found a it's been a while since I've just been able to like just enjoy a deck, if that makes sense. Because if I'm being honest, like cash format's just kind of been kind of mid. Um, so yeah, I got first place in my at my locals during sneak peek. I got first place in the first tourney, and I got second place in the second tourney. So consistency with this deck is absolutely insane. The I went X01 in my first tourney. My one draw was against Sprite Pearly, and then game tournament 2 I went X1. I went 4-1. My one loss was against Runic. Other than that though, like deck was going crazy. I played against Manadium, Pearly, Sprite, Kashtira. Um, and the deck had I was having fun, even Labyrinth. I also wanted to first show off the promo card that you would get. So for topping at my locals, you would for the sneak peek, you would get a copy of Crimson Dragon. I did top both events, so I did get two copies of the card and the playmat. So yeah, Crimson Dragon, really sick looking card. I think it looks really fire. Personally, I do like the ultra rare version better. Those of you guys who don't know, every core set recently, there is a secret rare in the set. For this set, Crimson Dragon's a secret rare, and every time for sneak peeks, Yugi Konami they will make the secret rare into an ultra rare. This does also have a 25th century rare, which I think looks really sick. I haven't seen one in person, but it looks really good. But I do like this one more than the secret, just because Crimson Dragon looks sticks out a lot more. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with this tier deck profile, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the main deck. So again, consistency with this deck has been really good to me, and also uh wanted to give a shout out to George. I ended up giving him my second playmat because the homie let me borrow his Fenrir's for the deck. I ended up after Nats. I did spoiler alert. I was playing cash during Nats, and after Nats, I immediately traded away everything just because I think cash is just gonna get hit in the ban list. So double Fenrir. I would run three, but two is honestly really enough for this deck. And then of course, we're running three Tearlaments Kashtiras, probably the best Tearlaments Kashtira, sorry, best Tearlaments card in the deck. It's Havness on crack. The fact that you have three copies of these and you can summon her during any player's main phase, it's really insane. Card always comes up, and then we're running double Rhinoheart. I know the theory behind with like people running three. I am thinking about upping it to three, but right now I still think two is just consistent enough. If Kit were to come back, three Rhinoheart would definitely be the move. But for right now, I think two Rhinoheart is just enough. And then we have one of each of the three names. Um, Obviously, we want to maximize on our fusions. I wish the names were at least semi, but unfortunately, they're not. And then for other poly mill targets. We're running 3 King of the Swamps. We're running 1 Shaddoll Beast, 1 Hollow, 1 Falco. And by the way, shout out to Shu. He got top 64 at Nats with tier. I wanted to take tier to Nats, but I ended up choosing to play cash, mainly just because I felt like one shifter's not hit and all the bid steals weren't hit. And I knew for a fact that if I got shifted once, or if I just got hard, if I got matched up against a bid steal player, I would lose. So I chose not to play tier. And also I felt like I wasn't able to solve tier in time. I was trying to play test with tier, but all the versions I played weren't as consistent or as powerful compared to this build. And after watching Shu's list and seeing the Shaddoll package that he put in, I realized how well it actually synergizes and helps with what a tier missed. So yeah. And then after that, we have one of each of the Shizus, the real broken cards. One time, like a couple times, I would schism schism during my opponent's turn into a window, and then I would have Kelbeck in hand, and I would just bounce whatever their special summon was. Kelbeck was putting in work. But yeah, all these cards are really broken. These shuts all. These two make you mill 5 each, and these two just hard shut out other matchups. And then also we're running the 1 Diviner. Just because I always like to have at least 3 starters. So I have 2 Reinhardts and 1 Diviner. That's also another reason why I don't play 3 Reinhardts. And then for the tier spells, we're running 3 Primal Planets, Perloreno, best field spell in the game. And then we're running Triple Scream just because we want to maximize our mills, and especially just because it's so much harder to get mills consistently. Scream just really good on both having it against not mirror matches, but against every matchup. Being able to activate Scream during both opponents' turns is really important, and also just having 3 to mill it so you can add your traps. Just because a key aspect that tier lost was its consistency, especially with Kit being gone. Kit was able to let you Omni Search or add any tier card that you needed besides the field spell. So Scream really helps in that, and then also the 1 Grief. Grief is really insane. If you guys go watch Shu's video after Nats, but he posted like this really insane combo with Grief. Grief is a really good card. It's essentially an extra foolish, but it's a tier name. And actually, its mill effect, it actually does come out. Whenever you summon tier cash, you want to banish one of your tier traps. And if you mill the Grief, you can add the Tearlaments trap that you banish back to your hand, which happens to me every once in a while. Not like, it doesn't happen all the time, but it does come up occasionally when it comes up. And then that's it for the tier package. And then for the rest of the spells, we're running double Foolish Burial Goods, triple Tactics Talents, and then for the 1-ofs, we're playing 1 Shaddoll Fusion, 1 Terraforming, 1 Foolish Burial, and 1 Poly, signed by Jaden Yuki himself. And then with the double Foolish Burial Goods, we are running Trivi Karma, the 1 Shaddoll Schism, and the double Tearlaments. So you want to run 2 of those just because it's a really good mill target. Schism is really insane because it's searchable and you could fuse during your opponent's turn. Trivi Karma is just an Omni Search. Trivi Karma, for those of you guys who don't know what it does, it lets you search for any tier, any spell or trap card that mentions Visa Starfrost, which is every single Tearlaments spell and trap. So, even including the field spell. So it's an Omni Search. It does get bricky occasionally. Like there's been times where I feel like I have bricked it, but other than that, whenever it doesn't get top decked and you just mill it, it's a free Omni Search. It's insane. And then for the extra deck, we're running 1 Rukalos, 1 Kaleidoheart, RIP Kit. Hopefully Kit could come back one day. Rukalos is still insane. Kaleidoheart's still insane. They both of them put in work that entire tournament. So yeah. And then we're running Guardian, Chimera, Grapha, and Gragonol. Again, Gragonol is really insane for the Shaddoll package. Grapha is just a great Omni Negate. And then Guardian Chimera is just great for breaking boards and going second. And then with the Gragonol, engine, we're also running the Shadal package. So we have Winda, Construct, Apkalone, and Shikinaga. All of these actually do come up. I would say Shikinaga doesn't come up as much as the other two, but or sorry, as the other three. But Winda is probably like just the MVP. Winda's just broken. There was a couple of games where I like Winda just hard shut off my opponent during their especially the fact that I could go into Winda during their turn with Schism. And then for super poly targets, we have one Draco Stapelia, one Garura, and one Mud Dragon. Keep in mind though that there will probably be a lot of changes post Dune, just because I feel like there are still a lot of things with the deck that I'm experimenting with, so I am probably going to be changing a couple things up. But so far, I really have been enjoying this deck. And then we have one Baron. It comes up occasionally, always great to make. One Redoer. Reader is absolutely necessary for the deck. Just the fact that one of my favorite plays is whenever you could just fuse during your opponent's turn with Redoer and then just sending the Shiren for effect, and then Shiren triggers. I wish I could fit Zeus in the deck, but and also Reader like put in work for like one of my in a lot of my games. But one specific game, it was against my lab matchup. My like every time I went into Redo, I just kept attaching a trap. Obviously, it is Labyrinth, but I kept drawing like top decking their welcome Labyrinths or their big welcomes, and like I was just able to just win the game. One issue with the extra deck is that it is really tight. I would want to fit a Zeus in, but Zeus just can't fit in the deck. And then we have Cross Sheep, the bootleg elf, so that way you can summon your Falco. Only reason why we have Falco, so that way we could synchro into a Baron. And then for the extra deck, we're running triple Kurikura Divine Carnet. Really good card. Love this card for this past format against against Keshtira, Pearly, Vanadium. This card does heavy work. Whenever you have really good interactive gameplays against your opponent, sometimes you could just force all their monster effects and then you Kurikura and then you just OTK them. And then we're running triple Artifact Lancias. I really don't want to play against Dragon Link or Flu. Any deck that could banish and just touch my graveyard, I don't want anything to do with that just because I am playing tier. So yeah, Lancia, and then one Shadal Dragon for the back row decks. It did come up against my lab matchups. And then after the monsters, for the spells, we're running triple Super Poly. Super Poly came in really clutch for me numerous times. And Droplet. Droplet's a really good card against any deck besides Cash. Insane. Both of them came up for me. I would say Super Poly has been coming up a lot more. And then we have the one Codbot just because fuck Shifter. And then for the trap, we are running the Crime. I am thinking about maybe putting the Crime into the main deck, just because there are certain decks that just end up playing really weird board removals, like main decks such as like Dark Ruler or Evenly. But yeah, I do like having Crime in the side for when I'm going first. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for the Tearlaments Shadal deck profile. Overall thoughts on the deck, super fun deck. It's been a while since I've actually enjoyed playing a deck. I really miss old tier format, and I really hope Kit comes back eventually one day. But Shadal tier right now, it's been absolutely a joyride playing it, and I've been having a lot of fun playing this deck. It's a really insane deck. I would definitely give it a try. Big shout out to Shu for just being in the lab with tier and being able to like put me and everyone on to this deck. Hopefully I can add some of my personal spice and playstyle in with this variant, but overall it's just a really insane and fun deck. So yeah, this is gonna be CBS signing out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I know I've been gone, but I promise I'm gonna be making a lot more videos, guys. Let me know what you guys want in the comments. Do you guys want to see more deck profiles? Do you guys want to see me vlog events? Do you guys want to see me do tutorials, combos, videos, etc., etc.? Let me know in the comments. So yeah, I missed you guys. I know I've been gone, but your boy's back. So yeah. All right, this is gonna be CBS, guys. Signing out.